All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're talking about the Golden State Warriors in tonight's video. 46 and 36, losing in the play-in last year. Steph Curry just said yesterday that we can be a relevant team, and I fully agree with him. I know that Klay Thompson ideally retired as a Golden State Warrior, but honestly, the moves they made in the offseason, Kyle Anderson, Buddy Hield, Anthony Melton, these are money moves, and they help out defensively unbelievably more than Klay Thompson did. And I love Klay, and I'm not trying to rag on Klay. I wish him nothing but success in Dallas. But it's like when I think of Klay, I think of 0 and 10, 0 points in an elimination game last season. And so I just think it was time. And I look at these kids like B-Pod, TJD, and Moses Moody, of course, but specifically I look at Jonathan Kuminga and I just see a star in the making. And I know like he wants an extension, and Warriors fans are hesitant, NBA fans are hesitant for, Golden State to chalk it up or cough it up to him. But I think it's all going to come together this season. Kuminga's coming off really just a phenomenal year. 16 points, 5 rebounds, a couple of assists, 53% from the field. And the craziest thing is, he only started in 46 games. He only played 26 minutes a night. So to me, the two most important cogs this upcoming season for Golden State are Andrew Wiggins bouncing back to finals Wiggins and Jonathan Kuminga officially taking that step to the next level. So folks, welcome back to Warriors Daily. We're obviously talking dubs like we do every single day in the season. Hit that like button, hit that sub button if you haven't already. We got Warriors preseason basketball in a couple of days this weekend, Saturday night, and I just can't wait. I really can't wait. I look at this team, and to me, Golden State was lacking in two areas last season, in my opinion. Number one, defense. Defense wins championship. The old adage, it's true in every game. It's true in literally every level of competition. Defense will always win you championships, and it's something that Klay and Golden State, they just were not getting it done. And I look at kids like Anthony Melton and Kyle Anderson, and I'm thinking that's exactly the two type of winning players that this team needs. It reminds me of Bjelica. It reminds me of Otto Porter Jr. in that championship year a couple of seasons ago. Like just having these critical not veteran 34, 35-year-old, but these proven NFL players in their athletic prime, defensive-minded, team-minded to surround with Steph Curry. Everyone's biggest concern right now is scoring. My concern is still the lack of hype. And so height, not hype. My concern is, like it was last year, the lack of hype. Kevon Looney, love Kevon Looney. TJD, I need TJD to just have a huge sophomore leap this upcoming season. And then you got Draymond Green. I saw Steve Kerr talking about it yesterday at Media Day that they could even have Kyle Anderson at their small ball 5. And I'm thinking, like, in theory, it sounds great, but I just wish this team had a more like solidified 7-foot dude who can come in here for 15, 20 minutes a night and just protect the rim. But honestly, I really like this team. And I think when a lot of non-Warriors fans are talking about Golden State, and like I said, every article I read, every video I see, it's trade packages to keep Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors afloat. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, if Kuminga's who the Warriors think he can be, if he's who I think he can be, Moses Moody gets some more minutes, B-Pod, builds off his rookie season, same thing with TJD, this team is still set because Steph Curry, he's not getting any younger, 100%, but he's still Steph freaking Curry. And so, like, offensive concerns for me personally, Andrew Wiggins and Jonathan Kuminga are those two. So Andrew Wiggins is coming off a season averaging a career low 13.2 points. I don't want to speak on his, off the court stuff because it's just extremely sad, and I just wish nothing but the best for him mental wise. But it seems like a new Andrew Wiggins this upcoming season. It feels like he's playing more free and more focused. His field goal and three-point percentage took a huge hit last year. He was benched for the first time in his career in the middle of the season. But we did see his production tick back up in the final couple of months of the season. But that scoring can be nowhere near 13.2 points. Now, it doesn't need to be 25. It doesn't even need to be 20. I do miss Jordan Poole off of the bench, from that championship season. I just need Andrew Wiggins to return 17 points, 7 rebounds, 40-ish% from downtown, and that phenomenal defense and that phenomenal team-oriented mindset that he has. And the reason I want to bring this up is because Steve Kerr said yesterday that competition will determine starting lineup around Steph Curry. So, in the early stages of training camp, and, Steph's obviously a locked-in starter, the Golden State Warriors last season used 27 different starting lineup combinations during the whole year. None of them lasted more than a few games in a row. All right. So now you have Klay Thompson. So you want to, kind of course, I can't think of the word, but you kind of want to replicate his scoring. Okay. That's Buddy Hield. So you got B-Pod, D'Anthony Melton, Buddy Hield. As far as starting lineup goes, just kind of what we were talking about with Steve Kerr, I don't particularly care. I don't have like a strong opinion. It could be B-Pod. It could be Buddy Hield. It could be D'Anthony Melton. It could switch from week to week, month to month. I don't really care. I don't want 27 different starting lineup combinations like they did last year, but, preseason is a couple of days away. So we'll deal with all that stuff when it comes. But, at the end of the day, you still want to have a good productive bench, just like they did in their last championship season. And that's going to be just as critical in my opinion. But, I look at the amount of talent on this team: Steph Curry, D'Anthony Melton, B-Pod, Buddy Hield, Andrew Wiggins, Moses Moody, Gary Payton, Kyle Anderson, Jonathan Kuminga, Draymond Green, TJD, Kevon Looney. I don't think they got worse than they were last year in any way, shape, or form. In fact, I think they got significantly better with more consistent scoring in Buddy Hield from downtown especially, and more consistent depth and ball distribution with guys like D'Anthony Melton and especially Kyle Anderson. These are just Kyle Anderson and D'Anthony Melton. Like, you look up on Google the definition of winning basketball players who help contribute to wins. Those two dudes are going to show up on the first page. All right. So I feel good about Golden State. I still have Steph. I got a rising stud that's somehow still in my back pocket that, people like to just make fun of on Twitter, and Jonathan Kuminga. I've got a, resurged, re-energized, focused Andrew Wiggins. I still got my, kind of energizer bunny and Draymond Green. We got to, lay back on the shenanigans, hopefully, and the suspensions and the tees and all that BS. But TJD, Looney, Gary Payton, it's just, there's a bunch of studs on this roster, in my opinion. So I don't know why they'll lose less than 46 this upcoming season. One thing that obviously needs to be noted is the increase in competition in the Western Conference. It's a loaded conference, and you want to get off to a hot start. But we just started training camp, and preseason doesn't even start until Saturday, so I'll save all the speculation. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily Dubs content in the season. We'll probably start ramping these up in the next couple of weeks here. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. We'll see you in a day or two, so won't be gone for too long. But hit that like button, hit that sub button. And guys, give me a preseason win-loss record for this Golden State Warriors team this upcoming season down below. Thank you for watching. Peace.